responsible without your money or not.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he fires one that's hit. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Goal to go.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Nice gain there by the second-year runner out of Iowa State, David Montgomery, who often finishes his runs moving forward and knocking defenders back. He finished tied with Josh Jacobs for the most carries by a rookie last year. But what the Bears need from him, improve on his 3.7 yards per attempt. If he gets that up into the 4s, look out. He can control the game with his running.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Down a run with Cohen. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
An 8-yard pickup.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Patterson, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
4-yard line.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7.
Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
26-yard line.
And there's a catch by Todd Gurley, and that has to remind us that's exactly what we've seen in him throughout his career when he's at his best. He can run it. He can catch it. He led the league in total yards from scrimmage in 2017 with nearly 3,000. Todd Gurley, when he's on point, is quite a weapon for the Atlanta Falcons. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Watch the pass. Mike, check, 59.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 3rd down, Ryan. He's going to launch the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
Lining up for the point after.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 25-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now it's Trubisky. They'll find Miller. That's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the shotgun is Trubisky. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
On 1st down, it's Cohen. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Ball carrier. He's brought down by Deion Jones. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Falcons 14, Bears 7.
On 2nd down, it's Patterson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Patterson. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Now Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Now Ryan. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return, and the Bears take over.
5-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Trubisky throwing complete to Kmet, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. But it's going to be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Trubisky gives to Cohen, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Trubisky to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory.
A gain of 45 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. Throwing here, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And they work this out past the 25. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. The left side completion to Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Ryan will throw again. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown,
Julio Jones there to make the grab. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Is good.
And he's able to put it through.
Score, Falcons 21, Bears 7.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And some room to work. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Chicago.
The final shot before break. Miller. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 16, Ryan. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. To throw is Ryan. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. To throw again is Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well. and popped it free from his grasp.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, but now it'll be third down.
Third down and 15.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
59, mark, check, 59.
Again, Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
The Bears ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Trubisky to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
At the 17-yard line.
Check 59, Mike is 59. Hey, check. Right, here we go. Let's go, D, let's go. Now let's get there.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
The kick is
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Falcons 28, Bears 7. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the...
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side. Patterson. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Trubisky will throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Steps away to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Todd Gurley,
the Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
From the shotgun, Ryan.
And 7.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I know I'm one of those that overuses certain terms, and this one, explosive, is what we use for a lot of receivers, but that's Calvin Ridley. Nice catch there, and not only is he explosive, he's been very productive. Since being drafted in 2018, one of the top touchdown rates in the league as a wide receiver.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Younghoe Koo for the Falcons field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Brandon, I come from the school that if you have 4th and 1, I leave my offense out there if I decide to go for it. Going for it from a fake field goal position, that seems like it's just extra work.
Yeah, I'm shocked. When you start further back, you also pigeonhole yourself with options, but they got it done.
I think sometimes coaches look at it as we're going against not the #1 defense. We're going against a bunch of specialists out there, and maybe they think they can pick it up easier that way.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Falcons will extend their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll run on first down. It's Patterson. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the left side. Patterson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Again, it's Cohen. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
4th down. Here's Trubisky. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Here's a run there by Todd Gurley. We all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
11.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
7-yard pickup.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
He was brought down by Akeem Hicks.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter. But second, third, and fourth quarter, they held.